Episode 16. I can't even do that on fingers right now. Episode 16 of Trev's Hockey Show here on Trev TV. And you've made it to the fourth and final prediction video for the 2018-19 divisions. I'm not going to lie, the Atlantic, I changed that one, at least the top four, many times before I'm actually making this video. But because I'm making it now, this is my final prediction for the Atlantic division. There's going to be lots of surprises, I think, and it's not going to go as expectation would have it, but there's always going to be one constant in this division, and we'll get to that. So here's where I was tossed up for first in the Atlantic, because ultimately whoever's first in the Atlantic, I think, is going to be second overall in the league. I'm going Tampa. They've been a solid unit for years. And the fact that they were a game away from a cup. Where have you heard that line before? Game away from the cup. They were a game away from the cup. It was there. They could taste it, and they want it. They want it bad. I mean, keep in mind this is still Stevie Y's team, and I don't know how he worked the magic he worked, but to get the core guys signed down long term at below market value, that's something. Number two, again, 1, 2, 3 were a toss-up. So it's 4 to this point. But number two, probably not by much, Toronto. Sure, they got Tavares. That's awesome. That's cool. But how much of a headache is, or how much of a distraction is it going to be for re-signing Matthews, for re-signing Marner? I mean, last I checked, they still haven't signed Nylander. So, I'm not going to say a lot of their season is going to be based on distraction, but I think the reason they won't get number one is because they're not as tight of a unit as Tampa is. Just my opinion, like all things. Number 3 in the Atlantic, Boston. Now, they've been a solid 2-3 the last couple seasons, and I don't see that changing. Their younger guys are growing up. They're getting good. They're going to be contributing to the team in any way, shape, or form that they can. And it's going to carry Boston to another playoff spot anyways. So it's all good. It's all good. Number 4. And this is probably a wild card. Florida. Getting Mike Hoffman for, what? Nothing? Picks? Futures? Not a bad start. Reimer and Luongo you have to kind of look at and be like, well, what's the cohesiveness here? And I think they got another goalie that they signed during the offseason, but I don't remember his name, so my bad. But they'll rebound from where they were the last couple of years. They'll actually make the playoffs again. Whether or not they go far or not, that's to be decided. I want to say no, but there's only one constant in this division, and we'll get to it. 5th in the Atlantic. And I'm so tossed on this one. Not because it's these guys. It's more because should they have been lower? Losing Zetterberg doesn't help one bit. I mean, yeah, he's aging. Yeah, he's more there just for a leadership role. But he's the kind of guy you need. And him retiring or going long-term injury reserve, whatever's happening, it don't help the cause. And this will be another year where they don't make the playoffs. Hopefully we're not going back to the dead things, because that was a terrible time. Ask your daddy. Number 6. Again, toss-up between should they be this high or should they be this low. Buffalo. Losing O'Reilly. I mean, he really wasn't too much of a contribution to the team in my mind anyway, but losing O'Reilly and relying on younger guys. I mean, nothing against Eichel, nothing against Reinhardt, nothing against Dahlin, however you want to pronounce it. There's a lot of hills to climb yet before you guys can say you're solid playoff contenders or even a playoff team, for that matter. But they're not going to do worse than some other teams, which we'll get to. Number 7. Montreal. The only reason I haven't put them last is there's still one more team to get to. Not much is going to change. Not much. As long as they're riding Carey Price, as long as Weber's out, you know, I mean, depending on what they do with Domi, how they manage to fill the void left by Pacioretty, we'll see how that goes. 8th in the division and last in the league, and I probably share this one with everybody because the writing's on the wall. Ottawa. You trade Hoffman because you have to. You trade Carlson because you feel you need to. You get Bodker out of one trade, draft picks out of another one, plus a bunch of futures and prospects from San Jose for Carlson. You still have to trade Bobby Ryan, Mark Stone, Craig Anderson, Matt Duchene, and anybody else who doesn't want to be there, because I'm sure a lot of people don't want to be there. I don't remember if I read this or heard this once, but would this be a comparable to watching how the Nordiques used to play in the late 80s, early 90s? And if you remember the Nordiques from the late 80s, early 90s, they were all kinds of terrible. All kinds of terrible, and then some. But it's a different video for a different day, and I mean, I'm sure it's been done by others, so I really don't have much else to say on the Quebec kind of trend there, other than Ottawa's going to suck. Whether or not they're going to suck enough to win the lottery and lose the #1 pick that they still owe to Colorado for Matt Duchene, that remains to be seen. I think that's going to happen. That's my already, before the season starts, prediction. Ottawa will win the lottery, and they'll have to give the pick to Colorado. Welcome Jack Hughes to Colorado. So that's my last prediction video for Trev's Hockey Talk here on Trev TV. I want to thank you for tuning in, and if you watched all 4 of these, thank you very much, and congratulations for making it through. I think I probably took up about half an hour of your time, but I'm glad you let me. As always, if you like this video, feel free to like. If you want to subscribe, you can go ahead. There's a little subscribe button down there somewhere. Feel free to check out Trev TV on Facebook at Trev's TV. Check me out on Instagram at rockstartrev TV. I don't know what else I got planned for my next video. It might just be just a Trev TV video, but we'll see. I mean, there's lots of things that I could talk about, and there's a big thing on the internet that I could cover, but it's not really my scene. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Maybe. But in the meantime, and in between time, keep on the lookout for more videos from the Trev. Later.